Good morning and welcome to the Catherine Moran Coleman Aquatic Center here on the campus of Brown University. It's technically day 2. For all intents and purposes, I like to say that today is actually day 1 because it's the first day of true trials and finals. Trials in the morning, finals tonight. But technically, if we're being real here, it is day 2. Alongside Avery Abreu on production, I am Jeremy Abreu. We'll be bringing you all of the action here today. We're really excited. We're going through warm-ups right now. If I could get the scores to show up for you here, that would be fantastic. But let's see. Here we go. Here's some scores. So for the men's side, Bluefish is leading the way, 205 points. Gator Swim Club is in second right now, 151 points. Of course, Gator had that big A relay victory last night in the 200 medley. Shawmut is third. So those are your top 3 from the men's side. Take a look at the women. Same story at the top, sort of. Bluefish leads the way, 169 points. Phoenix in second. Gator Swim Club is currently in third. And then if we look at our combined scores, Bluefish, 374 points. Gator, 249. Shawmut hanging tough in third there, looking strong. They had a good performance last night in the women's 1,000 with Clara Renner and Quinn White. So they are in third. I don't know if I can get you individual points. Let's see this. No, I can't. I don't have individual points. But that's okay. We don't need individual points. We are team-based here, so that is what we have. So this morning, for prelims, we'll start it off with the 200 mixed free relay. We'll move on to the 200 freestyle, the 100 breast, the 1 fly, the 4 IM. 400 free relay will be tonight in finals. Finals start at 5:15 every night. So finals at 5:15. Prelims do start at 9. We're going to see some really exciting swims this morning. Top seed Skylar Knowlton in the 200 freestyle from Phoenix on the women's side. On the men's side, it's Thomas Powers Hammond from Greenwood. In the women's 100 breaststroke, top seed is Sarah Bernard from Commonwealth. Alexei Avakov, fresh off his good performance last week at Junior Nationals, as well as George Grove. So they're seeded 1 and 2. If we look at the one fly, on the women's side, Brianna Kong from Solo, top seed, 54.62. On the men's side, it's Andrew Kim. And then finally, our final individual event, women's 4am, Isabella Schneider, top seed on the women's side. On the men's side, it's Jack Marin. So still going through warm-ups here, sort of. We have a pretty good crowd here inside Brown University for a Friday. A lot of people playing hooky from work today. And of course, in this still work from home environment, we have probably a lot of people, quote unquote, working from home. So still warm-ups going on. Going to leave you with a little of the hype music in here for a couple minutes, and we'll be right back. Our first event's going to be the mixed 200-yard free relay. Coming up in about 8 minutes.
competition pool is now closed. Swimmers and coaches, the competition pool is now closed. We will begin accepting time trials at 9 a.m. and we'll accept time trials until 10:30. If you are planning on entering a time trial, we are only accepting distances up to 500, and you must already be entered into the meet database. Time trials will also provide their own timers.
So final checks being done here at the Catherine Moran Coleman Aquatic Center. Once again, we are here, live coverage of day 2 of the New England Swimming Senior Championships. It's day 2 technically. As I mentioned in the open, I feel like today is really day 1. It's the first day of true prelims and finals. So we're really excited to get going here momentarily. 8:57 right now. We know that they start right on time. So if you're out there listening in, jump into the live chat. I'd love to hear who's out there, who's watching, who you're rooting for. If you want me to give anybody a shout out, please let me know. We like to keep the engagement. As high as possible. They're doing their final checks of the touchpads. It looks like we got the all go. Our first event is going to be the mixed 200 free relay, YMCA of the North Shore in lane 3. Weymouth in 4, Yankee Clipper in 5. So we are back at the I thought I had some neat donuts coming to me for a second here. There was a gentleman standing next to me with a box of donuts. I thought they were for me.
Hello and welcome to the Friday morning session of the 2023 New England Swimming Senior Championships, hosted by Gator Swim Club Seacock at the Catherine Moran Coleman Aquatic Center on the campus of Brown University. Our first event this morning is event number 7, the mixed. We have our first heat to the blocks.
So we're working on that audio. Never the best here from Brown. I always get a lot of interference. But we're ready to get going here, folks. This will be... Now, we're hoping we have graphics on our first heat. We may not. Who knows? It's always the first heat that kind of gives us some issues. There is the start list. So there's the whistle. We're ready to go. Heat 1. It's a pretty full house here this morning. People don't work anymore, I guess. We're off and running in day 2 of the Senior Championships. YMCA of the North Shore in lane 3. Ignatiev, Mulgrew, Atwood, Curtin, Weymouth Waves in 4. McLean, Harney, Appleton, and Wagner. Yankee Clippers in lane 5. Huber, Pinto, Cone, Ortega, and Lemke. It's the North Shore Sharks. Nice swim there by Stepan Ignatiev leading the way. Mulgrew will be in the water next. I don't know if this is William or Porter. I think it's William. I think, but when I think, I'm wrong, so I'm not going to think. YMCA of the North Shore getting off to a fast start here. Again, a lot of strategy in this mixed relay. Where do you put your men's swimmers? Where do you put your women's swimmers? YMCA of the North Shore decided to go male, male, female, female. So we'll see how that strategy holds true with Weymouth and Yankee Clipper both having male anchors. And here comes the Weymouth Waves. So Caroline Curtin in the water for the North Shore Sharks. She's 12 years old. Weymouth Waves. Wagner's in the water, and we see how that strategy changes. Weymouth has moved into first, and they're going to win this opening heat. Weymouth Waves in lane 4 will be your winner. Come on, get off. Talk to the hand. So your final results here, Weymouth takes first, North Shore takes second, Yankee Clippers are third. So we move in to heat number 2. There is the start list. Charlotte comes in with the top time, 1:35.67. Again, the relays. Bulkhead is very small here. It takes time for the swimmers to get off the bulkhead, other swimmers to get onto the bulkhead, but we're ready to go. Heat 2 lined up. Executive in 1, Steichen, Chang, Lubelchak, Uniman in lane 2, Ryak, Rack, Young, Stearns, Holstead in lane 3, United, Barrett, Park, Terrell, Petrosi, Shawman in 4, Kocharovsky, Mulgrew, Fulling, Buzade, 5, North Shore, Epic, Cronstrom, Turretini, Martinez, Executive in 6, Powers, Fung, Thompson, Schaefer in 7, Commonwealth, Yoon, Church, Bernard, and Hoover, lane 8, Amherst, Kerouac, Plotner, Spiridopoulos, and Mitchell. Right now it's Executive leading the way in lane 6. It's Fung in the water. He'll hand it off to Thompson. Again, it's always strategy here. Where do you put your male swimmers? Where do you put your female swimmers? A lot of clubs like to start off with a male at the beginning, a male at the end. But we'll see here. We saw Weymouth's strategy of having their men back-ended earn them a victory. Executive remains in the lead. Shawmut is right there. Executive has Schaffner in the pool right now. Shawmut has Izzy Buzade. So it will come down to Executive and Shawmut. Izzy Buzade seems to have the slight edge, I think, and it's going to be Shawmut. It will. Izzy Buzade brings it home. Executive takes second. Commonwealth takes third. There are your final results. Moving into Heat 3, you'll have Phoenix B in lane 1, Song, Knowlton, Amwan, and Smith. Ryak in 2, Taplin, Zabo, Carroll, and Prue. Commonwealth in 3, Hoover, Morse, Callahan, and Hoover. United in 4, Williamson, Fallman, Tessera, and Ostapenko. Kingfish in 5, Walcott, McDonald, Gallagher, and Brown. Gator C in 6, Swee, Alawalia, Gravelin, Guevara. Edge B in 7, Repshire, Schonstrom, Jackman, and Hemet. And Gator D in 8, Connors, Plord, Rogers, and Tonello. United comes in with the top time, 1:34.25. As we mentioned, it'll be Williamson leading off for them. Commonwealth has the early lead, followed by Gator. Commonwealth remains in the lead. Callahan now in the water. Gator C currently running in second. And Hoover will finish up here for Commonwealth. Second and a quarter lead. 25 to go. Guevara in the water for Gators. She's going to try and chase down Hoover. Here also comes Ostapenko from United in lane 4. Oh, wow. And no. Wow, what a race there. Commonwealth edges out United. Gator C takes third. Final results, Commonwealth takes first, United second, Gator third as we move into Heat 4 of 5. There are your lane assignments. Cape Cod comes in the top time. Kingfish in A, Hayes, Culver, Porter, Zaffron, Solo in 2, Zhang, Gibbons, Rice, and Rice. Shamit in 3, Desviat, Ruiz, Chung, White, and Renner. Cape Cod in 4. Johnson, Wielgus, Bartleman, Uribe. Greenwood in 5, Powers, Hammond, Guo, Archambault, Skian. Edge in 6, Davis, McIntyre, Keith, Moylan. Storm in 7, Rantala, Jeffers, Jewett, Wilson. Gator in 8, Connors, Kong, Lunar Deli, and Wienert. Cape Cod comes in with the top time, 1:31.84. All men, I believe, starting out this relay. Many teams choosing to front load their male swimmers. Greenwood leads the way from Thomas Powers Hammond. Greenwood holds on to that lead. Caitlin Archambault, the Bryant commit, in the water right now. Shamit in second, Edge third. Dylan Jewett, the lone male in the water right now in lane 7 from the Storm. But it will be Greenwood skiing in the water, hoping to protect and preserve that 13/100th of a second lead over Shawmut and Clara Renner. Greenwood in 5, Shawmut in 3. Here comes Renner making a late push. Who's going to get to that wall first? And it's going to be Greenwood. 8/100ths of a second. Shawmut takes second. Storm take third. There are your final results. As we move into the final relay. Top overall seed here, Bluefish A in lane 4. For Gators in lane 1, we'll have Jones, Jane, Abreu, and Cartwright. Bluefish in 2. Arquilano, Borchers, Doherty, Chambers. Phoenix A, Zhao, Schneider, Avakov, Fang. Bluefish A, Hong, Marin, Zapagan, Ferguson. Solo A, Bailey, Boardman, Kong, Day. Bluefish B, Moad, Stevenson, Guerra, Mahoney. Solo B, Whitaker, Sambrook, Phelps, Waters. Cape Cod A, Nath, Rayner, Ray, Wheelius. It's an interesting time here at the Brown Pool in the morning. The glare definitely makes it a little difficult to see. I mean, even when you're in person, when those swimmers go through that light. Cape Cod leading the way. So the two bookends, first and second. Cape Cod in lane 8, Gator in lane 1. They were 1 and 2 respectively after the 50. Gator has now moved into the lead in lane 1. Bluefish leading the way, I think, right now, though, with Zapagan in the water. And Gator will hold on to that lead. 24:08 split right there going into the final swimmer. It's Cartwright versus Ferguson here. Gator has a good chance to win this. Let's see how things transpire down the stretch. But it's Greenwood coming out of nowhere. Actually, Phoenix in lane 3, or is it going to be 5 Solo? And it's Solo. Solo takes first, Phoenix second, Bluefish third.
Top 3 teams and a coach from Solo to the awards podium, please. At this time, we'll present the awards to event number 7, the mixed 200 freestyle relay. Finishing in 3rd place from Greenwood Swimming, Thomas Powers Hammond, Ethan Go, Caitlin Archimo, and Norris Keehan. Finishing in second place from Phoenix Swimming, Ariana Zhao, Isabella Schneider, Alexei Avakov, and Oliver Fang. And the 2023 New England Swimming Senior Champions in the mixed 200 freestyle relay with a winning time of 1:29.27 from Solo Aquatics, Sean Bailey, Mina Boardman, Brianna Kong, and Rudd Day. Congratulations. The pools are now open. We will begin Heat 1 of the Women's 200 Freestyle at 9:26.
So 10-minute break here at the pool. We'll take it with them. We're live at the Senior Championships at Brown University.
Swimmers and spectators, Wayland Fresh Cafe is open in the lobby of the pool.
We are back at the Catherine Moran Coleman Aquatic Center here for day 2 coverage of the Senior Championships. There is the start list for Heat 1 of the 200 free relays. There will be 10 heats. Top 24 make it back to finals with the A and B relays scoring points. The C.
Swimmers, please clear the competition pool. Please clear the competition pool. Heat 1 of the women's 200 freestyle should make your way to the box.
Swimming as an exhibition. There are the lane assignments. Swimmers are ready. It looks like the officials are ready. Everybody ready to go to start our first individual event of the day. It is the women's 2 free. Senior meet record was set. When was it set? Back in 2008. Williamson in 2, Peterson in 3, Kronstrom in 4, Lazoriak in 5, Izzy Buzade in lane 6. Again, 10 heats here. Top 24 make it through to finals, A, B, and C finals tonight. Top seed coming in is Skylar Knowlton with a 148.43. The senior meet record, like many of these meet records, was set back in 2008 by Elizabeth Beisel. 146.05. So not out of the realm for Knowlton here. There's 3 swimmers coming in with 148. So, you know, we could definitely see a 2-second drop. Not out of the realm of possibility. Izzy Buzade out in a 57.88. She's in lane 6, leading the way. I'm going to predict that finals time. To get into finals, you're probably going to need to go a 154 low. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see how that transpires here, but 154 low would be my guess to get into finals. When the announcements are made of finals, we'll certainly go to the PA announcer. Izzy Buzade looking to be our first swimmer to punch her ticket. We'll see. 159.09 for Buzade. Lazarzak goes 201.6. Peterson 203.6. Heat 2 in the water, Tamsin Burden in lane 1, Paige Bleckley in 2, Lila Hoey in 3, Jenna Whitaker in 4, Mackenzie Talbot in 5, Audrey Hannigan in 6, Alyssa Bennett in 7, Isabella Zeppa in lane 8. Jenna Whitaker from Solo comes in with the top time here. I believe everybody in this heat also swimming this as a bonus event. So if you make one cut, you get, I believe it's 3 bonus swims. If you make 2, you get 2 bonus swims. And if you make 3, you get 1 bonus swim. I believe that is how the format is. So these swimmers are all, in our first 3 heats, all swimming this as a bonus, meaning they don't have the cut time for this event, but they chose to swim it as one of their bonus events. So it's pretty rare that you'll see someone make it into finals that was a bonus swimmer. It doesn't happen very often, but we'll see. Never say never. Audrey Hannigan from Kingfish leads the way right now in lane 6. And it looks like it will be Hannigan from Kingfish. She came in with a 2:01.46. Let's see if she'll drop some time there. She does, 1:58.91. So Hannigan wins, 1:58.91. Run. So heat 3 in the water. Jane Dater in lane 1, Savannah Lombardi in lane 2, Isla Amwan in lane 3. It's Addison McDonald in 4, Allison Jackson 5, Vivian Wienert in 6, Sadie Gagnon in 7, Brooke Abbott in 8. Again, these are all relay swimmers. Looks like they're having a little problem with the scoreboard here at Brown. There's our data. Here we go. Looks like it's going to be lane 6. Vivian Wienert leading the way. 1:26.77 right now for Wienert. Got to see Wienert's mother, Maya, and her brother out here from Colorado. Great to see Maya looking fantastic as always. And it is Wienert, 1:58.09. Gagnon goes 1:58.49. So Wienert drops over a second. And now we'll move into heat number 4. Bia Turretini in lane 1, Elizabeth Stats in lane 2, Leah Walden in 3, Paige Wheelgis in 4, Nora Simmons in 5, it's Eilette Nishikawa Geitham in 6, Claire Mosher in 7, Hannah Martin in lane 8. Claire Mosher hitting the 150-yard mark with the lead. Paige Wheelgis right on her tail. Really, when you look at it, lanes 2, 3, and 4, Stats, Walden, Wheelgis, and Mosher. Who's going to edge this one out? Is it going to be Stats or Walden? And it's Walden, 156.39. Wheelgis second, Mosher third. There are your final results for Heat 4. As we move into Heat 5, got some purple on the screen there with the Storm, lane 1. Katrin Dupre in lane 1, Annalise Moylan in 2, Lorraine Schaffner in 3, it's Anna McCarthy in 4, Abigail Choi in 5, Lydia Kraft in 6, Elizabeth Guevara in 7, and Addison Fulling rounds out the field in lane number 8. Anna McCarthy from Cape Cod with the early lead. McCarthy came in with the top time in this heat, 157.45. She's the 44th seed. Again, I predict that cutoff time is going to need to be 154 low, 153 high to make that top 24. I may be aggressive there. I'd say if you're in the 154s, you should feel somewhat confident. If you're 154 low, that's looking really strong. McCarthy out in a 55.34. McCarthy will be, with 25 yards to go, your winner, I think. Here comes Guevara in lane 8. Could she pull off a comeback here? And I don't think so. It will be McCarthy. Guevara will take second, Kraft third. There are your final results. McCarthy, Guevara, Kraft, 155.07, the time, top time right now. Caroline Curtin in lane 1, 12 years old, one of our youngest swimmers here. Elena Eco in 2. Olivia Parent, another 12-year-old in lane 3. Amalia Guerra in 4. Joelle Van Duzer in 5. Mackenzie Sellers in 6. Madison Bartleman in 7. Kelly Uribe rounds out the field in lane 8. Amalia Guerra comes in 156.78. Our top time, 155.07. That was in our last heat by Anna McCarthy, so we'll see where we stand here. Garrett comes in with your top time. She is the 36th seeded swimmer in this event, so 36 out of 79. Mackenzie Sellers, though, out in a 54.72, so is Bartleman. So lanes 6 and 7, we're in a dead heat. Mackenzie Sellers with 50 yards to go leads the way. Sellers continues to hold on to that lead. Sellers and Bartleman battling. I think Bartleman has it, and she does. 154.64 becomes your top time. Sarah Rapucci in lane 1, Emma Shaw in 2, Lucy Shaw in 3, it's Feigning Wong in 4, Sarah Callahan in 5, Lila Doherty in 6, Caroline Rogers in 7, Gabriella Harding in lane 8, Feigning Wong comes in with the top time, 156.03. Feigning Wong with the early lead. Swimming out of lane 4 for Bluefish. She's 15 years old. Again, this is a standing room only almost crowd here at Brown this morning. There are a lot of paid time off days taking effect today, or work from WFB days, work from Brown. A lot of people working from Brown here today. It's good to see a good crowd, and it's good to see a good crowd on the live stream as well, so we appreciate you all taking the time. Once again, we're at the Catherine Moran Coleman Aquatic Center on the campus of Brown University. It's day 2 of the New England Swimming Senior Championships. This is our prelim session. We're currently in event 8, heat 7, the women's 200 free. Feigning Wong. So she's on pace to deliver the fastest time so far. If she holds her splits, she's going to be a 153, maybe even low. We'll see. 154.64, our top time thus far. And Feigning Wong does go 153.49. So that's our top time as we move into heat 8. I feel like that's a good time for finals. Pretty safe there. Lauren Jolly in lane 1, Maria Del Monte in 2, Sophie Velps in 3, it's Jacqueline Zapagan in 4. Kayla Kang in 5, Audrey Sambrook in 6, Brooke Mahoney in 7, Fiona Wang in 8. Zapagan is the number 3 seed coming in. So Jacqueline Zapagan comes in with a 148. One of 3 swimmers at 148. She's 148.69. Sophie Phelps is our number 9 seed here. She's in the lead right now, 151.28. Phelps out in a 54.01. So Phelps trying to get into that top spot, 153.44 from Feining Wang. That will be a finals time, no doubt. Just depends on where it falls. Phelps on track here to deliver a really fast time. It wouldn't surprise me to see her break a 150. It's going to be really close. 150.09, so that becomes our top time. 150.09. Sophie Phelps moves into the number 1 seed. There are your final results for Heat 8. Now we'll move into Heat 9. Ariana Zhao in lane 1. Addison Abreu in lane 2. Isabella Teixeira in 3. Quinn White in 4. Claire Renner in 5. Natalie Keith in 6. Caitlin Archambault in 7. Tegan Jeffers in 8. Quinn White leading the way right now in lane 4. White, the leader after 50. Teixeira, the leader at the halfway mark, 52.97. So Teixeira will take it, 149.49. White took second. Renner takes third as we move into Heat 10. Top seed here, Skylar Knowlton, 148.43. Joss Halsey in 1, Allison Brown in 2, Zuri Ferguson in 3, Skylar Knowlton in 4, Hazel Muhaideen in 5, Brianna Kong in 6, Abigail Gowern in 7, Noah Chambers in 8. Hazel Muhaideen leading the way right now in lane 5. Muhaideen leads the way, 121.85. Muhaideen goes 150.45, good for first. Knowlton second. Ferguson third. We'll move on to the men's. .200 free, 11 heats. Alex Salima in lane 2, Ben Lyons in 3, Joey Eady in 4, Ji Yang in 5, Ethan Kian Tashida in 6, Joseph Kerouac in 7. Joey Eady comes into this heat with the top time, 151.78. Zhu Yang from Shawmut leads the way in lane 5. On 48.17 for Yang. Kerouac takes second, Eady third. Henry.
Alternate Jacqueline Zippagon, first alternate.
Henry Wheelgus is in lane 1 here. Chris Fallman in 2, Jack DeMello in 3, Jackson White in 4, Rudd Day in 5, Dylan Belair in 6, Brian Story in 7, Benjamin LaTorrelle in 8 right now. It is Jack DeMello from the South Shore Y leading the way in lane 3. 145.9 for DeMello. La Terrell takes second. Rudd Day takes third. Brian Zhang in 1, Flynn McDonald in 2, Zachary Prue in 3, Hubert Hawkins in 4, Boyoung Yu in 5, Caleb Lemke in 6, Aiden Boyle in 7, Jack Kong in 8. Zach Prue from Ryak leads the way at the halfway mark. Prue takes first, Boyle second, Zhang third. Lucas Nelson in lane 1 here in heat 4, Christopher Zhang in 2, Jarrett Zito in 3, Evan Stein in 4, Wyatt Rice in 5, Lucas Cadet in 6, Russell Cutler in 7, Curtis Johnson in lane number 8. This is our last heat of swimmers who are swimming this as a bonus. Jarrett Zito from Anglerfish led after 50. He's in lane 3. Looks like Stein now has moved into first. Evan Cadet up into second. Zhang up into third. Cadet, our third leader of this relatively short 200 free. And it's Cadet 147.07. Zito takes second, Zhang third. Swimming in lane 1 is Christopher Raymond. In lane 2, James Giglio. In lane 3, Peter Coleman. In lane 4, Martin Klingel. In lane 5, Fabrizio Petracca. In lane 6, it's Lucas Haynes. In lane 7, it's Moritz Gerhardt. In lane 8 is Aaron Gordon. James Giglio leads the way from Sailfish. 17 years old, came in with a 147.95. And it will be Giglio 145.81. Hayes takes second. Gordon takes third. Keith Hartman in lane 1, John Hobden in 2, Nicholas Wyndham in 3, Cale Copeland in 4, Nicholas Holovacs in 5, Stepan Ignatiev in 6, Abel Haller in 7, and John Kowalski in lane number 8. This is heat 6 of 11. Holovacs, Copeland, and Wyndham, 1, 2, and 3. .50 to go. Holovacs, Wyndham, Copeland, they remain our top 3 swimmers. And it's going to be Wyndham in 3. 145.27. Nice swim by Wyndham. Holovacs takes second, Copeland third. So we move on to heat 7. Eric Nee in lane 1, Dawson Rice in 2, Thomas Epic in 3, Edward Barnes in 4. It's Evan Hong in 5, Kian Grabar in 6, Herrick Stevenson in 7, Samuel Rayner in lane 8. Epic, your leader at the halfway mark. Evan Hong now with 25 yards to go in lane 5 from Bluefish. Moved into the lead. He's going to have a really good time here, 1:44.49. Epic second, Grabar third. So we move into heat number 8. Aiden Goldston in 1. Galen Carter in 2. Nick Kavik in 3. Ara Parsegian in 4. Jack Ventry in 5. Nathaniel Derby in 6. Matthew Church in 7. And Josh Adler in lane 8. Parsegian comes in with the top time, 1:44.98. It's Kavik, though, out like a lightning bolt, 2:23.13 through 50. Goldston from USC in lane 1 takes over the lead. Kavik and Parsegian battling in lanes 3 and 4. Goldston will take that lead into the final 50 in lane 1. And Goldston finishes it out, 1:42.18. That becomes our top time. Teddy Sun from the Tritons in 1, Ryan Powers in 2, Garrett Jones in 3, Jack Marin in 4, William Mulgrew in 5, Sean Bailey in 6, Enzo Desviat Ruiz in 7, Jack Eady in lane 8. Once again, top time here, 1:42.18, just posted by Aiden Goldson, from United. Marin will make his final turn, and it will be, I believe, unless Desviat Ruiz makes a come from behind victory here, but it's going to be Marin in 4. 1:40.56 becomes the top time. Michael Rantala in lane 1, Oliver Feng in 2, Theodore Morris in 3, Ethan Guo in 4. Lane 5 is open, David Steinbrück in 6, John Fernandez in 7, and it's Zach Parent in 8. Right now it's Ethan Guo from Greenwood leading the way. Those long strokes, those long arms and legs for Guo. Stands well over 6 feet tall. Guo looks like he's got this one under control, almost a 2.5 second lead over Morse going into the final turn. $1:39.68 for Guo. So that becomes our top time. It's actually a small ad for him. I'm sure we'll see a big drop in finals. But here's our final teed, our top overall seed, Thomas Powers Hammond. Zach Szabo in lane 1, Quinn Borchers in 2, Alex Parent in 3. Oh, there's a scratch here. So Powers Hammond is not swimming this, so that's our top seed. Powers Hammond not swimming, scratching here. Moad in lane 5, Caputo in 6, Jaguar in 7, Jack Madison, Gulata in lane 8. So that creates another spot for someone to sneak into finals. Tonight, Quinn Caputo from Gators in lane 6, leading the way. Caputo will be your leader at the halfway mark, 49-41. He's followed by Jordan Moad. Right there in lane 5. Moad, of course, the Boston College commit. Final turn, and it's Moad now who looks like he's taken over the lead from Caputo. And indeed, it will be Moad. Let's see if he can sneak into that top seed. He won't, but 141.80. So Ethan Guo will be your top seed tonight in finals. Moad, Madison, Galata, Borchers. Bluefish goes 1-2-3 there as we move into event 10, the women's 100-yard breast. Women's breaststroke it is. Lane 2, Corinne Cartwright. Lane 3, Meredith Brown. Lane 4, Nora Skian. Lane 5, Alexandra Ullman. In lane 6, Amaya Brooks. In lane 7, Finn Bergquist. Lanes 1 and 8 are open. Cartwright leading the way, the halfway mark out in the 33:01. First two heats are all bonus swimmers. And it will be Cartwright here in Heat 1, 1:10.64. It's a good time drop for her. It's a 4-second time drop. Brown takes second, Brooks third. So we move into heat number 2. Cindy Ben in 1, Abby Bauman in 2, Madison Stearns in 3, Angela Parasolt in 4, Serena Liu in 5, Taylor O'Neill in 6, Lydia Kraft in 7, and Alexandra Maximova rounds out the field in lane 10.
Swimming in the C final, John Fernandez, Sean Bailey, Zachary Jabo, Alexander Parent, Ryan Powers, Evan Hung, David Steinberg, and Luke Laguerre. Swimming in the B final, Jack Madison Gulata, Zachary Parent, Michaela Rantala, Ara Persigian, Quinn Caputo, Jack Ventra, and Garrett Jones. And swimming in the A final, Theodore Morse, Nick Caddick, Aiden Gouldson, Jordan Moad, William Mulgrew, Enzo Desviat Ruiz, Jack Marin, and Ethan Go.
Those are your finalists for the men's 200 free. As we watch Angela Parasolt come in, she'll win this heat. So Gators win the first 2 heats, 110 flat.
Tegan Peppers, Amherst Tritons. In lane 2, Caroline Terrell, United Swim Club. In lane 3, Kelly Campbell, Commonwealth Swimming. In lane 4, Kelly Kasabian, Solo Aquatics. In lane 5, Nina Chung, Lifetime New England. In lane 6, Emmy Goucher, Executive Swim Club. In lane 7, Stephanie Aribe, Cape Cod Swim Club. And in lane 8, Anna Zafran, Pinkfish Swimming.
So lane 3 is open. No Elle Gamble. She's a scratch. Caroline Terrell from USC leading the way early, or I should say at the halfway mark. Not early anymore. This isn't a 200. She came in with a 1:12.40. $108.75 for Terrell. Good time drop there. Zafran takes second. Kasabian takes third.
Heat 4. Swimming in Heat 4. In lane 1, Charlie Perkins, Commonwealth Swimming. In lane 2, in lane 3, Nicole Wiener, Gator Swim Club. In lane 4, Samantha Noble, South Shore Y. In
lane 5, Aratina Zhang. Lane 6, Layla Paulson. Lane 7, Yuxin Han. Lane 8, Jean Wangao. Again, this is event number 10, heat 4 of 10 of the women's 100-yard breaststroke. Top 24 make finals, A, B, and C finals. Right now, it's Nico Wienert leading the way, 32:15 at the halfway mark. So it will be Wienert here. Good time, 1:08.31 for Wienert. She drops over 2 seconds. Zhang second, Paulson third. So we move on to Heat 5. Lucy Perry in 1. Maren Hemmett in 2, Alexandra Noble in 3. It's Audrey Bonin in 4, Isabella Gilbert in 5. Song Wadekiss in 6, Maya Moore is in 7. Hope Ann Taylor rounds out the field in lane number 8. Isabella Gilbert leading the way at the halfway mark out to 31:26. Randy Wilson joining us from New Hampshire. Randy, of course, one of our officials who's typically found on the deck. But when work gets in the way, work gets in the way. Gilbert goes a 106.56. So I believe that is our top time here. Moving into Heat 6, Catherine Porter in 1, Madison Rogers in 2. Audrey Cook in 3, Rosie Pan in 4, Grace Yu in 5, Ella Reeves in 6, Hazel Jean Tracy in 7, McKenna Lawson in lane 8. Rosie Pan leads the way at the halfway mark. Actually, it was Ella Reeves swimming unattached in lane 6. Top time here is 106.56. Reeves goes a 106.67. Carly Atwood in lane 1, Claire Wepler in 2, Izzy Chu in lane 3, Meredith Lubelchak in lane 4, Isabella Ahn in 5, Zuri Ferguson in 6, Sophie Tonello in 7, Shauna Jiang in lane 8. It's Ferguson at the halfway mark, 31.89. Top time so far, 106.56. Ferguson could be close here. Nope. Wepler ends up taking first, 107.57. Ferguson second, Jiang third as we move on to Heat 8. Lilith Peterson in lane 1, Therese Sanzone in 2, Claire Hahn in 3, Claire Neely in 4, Audrey Zhang in 5, Isabella Teixeira in 6, Nora Herbstuber in 7, and Abigail Jackman in lane 8. Audrey Zhang, she comes in as the 6th seed here. Claire Neely is the 3 seed. Isabella Teixeira, the 13th seed. She's currently in 2nd. Looks like Audrey Zhang continues to lead the way. Will she drop that 105.65. That is now the new top time. Audrey Zhang, 105.65. Here is Addison Ebol. She is our 5th seed. And Amara Rice, she's our 2nd seed. Keep an eye on them. Maggie Holland in 1, Margot Levesque in 2, Sophia Yee in 3, Amara Rice in 4, Addie Ebol in 5, Ina Boardman in 6, Bella Takata in 7, and Emma Miner in lane 8. This is heat 9 of 10. 105.65 by Audrey Zhang in our last heat was the top time. Nina Boardman from Solo in lane 6 is leading the way out in a 30.20. It's going to be Levesque. Margot Levesque takes first. 105.32. She moves into the top spot. Now we'll move into Heat 10, where we'll see our number 1 overall seed, Sarah Bernard, in lane 4 from Commonwealth. Jacqueline Zapagian in lane 1, Amelia Barron in 2, Milena Whitney in 3, Sarah Bernard in 4, Isabella Schneider in 5, Xuan King Jin in 6, Sarah Zhang in 7, Caitlin Archambault in lane 8. Bernard out in a 30.46. Bernard will be the first to make that turn back home. 105.32 or faster gets that top seed tonight. I have a feeling Bernard's going to get there pretty easy, and she does. 104.17. So Bernard will be the top seed tonight. Men's 100-yard breaststroke is next. There will be 12 heats, excuse me. Event 11, 12 heats. Cale Nelson in 2, John Cow in 3, Timothy Sun in 4, Aiden Ding in 5, Evan Weiser in lane 6. Goodman Lober, 106.06 for the win. Excuse me, Timothy Sun, 104.54 for the win. John Cow, second. Ding, third, as we move on to heat 2. Again, first 2 heats are bonus swims. Good start in lane 2 there by Samuel Walden. Eli Goodman Lober in 1, Walden in 2, Jack Kong in 3, Alex Ning in 4, Leo Tran in 5, Cody Cohen in 6, Noah Richardson in 7, Ollie Lundgren in 8. Ning takes first, 103.03. Tran second, Walden third. Niels Wick Gleason in lane 1, Reed Mitchell in lane 2, Thomas Valfels in 3, Ethan Kian Tashida in 4, Brendan Collins in 5, Madsen Spurn in 6, Elijah Ginsberg in 7. If lane 1 looks familiar, it is Niels Wick Gleason. He is the head coach of Gators Swim Club, former All-American at the University of South Carolina, still likes to compete and hasn't really even been training. So you see Wick Gleason leading the way at the halfway mark. He was out in the 25:45. It's already on his way back. He's going to go a 55:48. So a 55-48 would put him only behind Alexei Avakov. So 55-48 for Wick Glazen. We'll see where that takes him and if he will swim in the finals. But wow, what a start. Lightning fast reflexes off the block. It's great for the younger swimmers to see that. William Kennedy in lane 1, James Giglio in 2, Caden Chang in 3, Jaden Clayton in 4, Owen Shandaria in 5, Colin Cashman in 6, Owen Casper in 7, Ronan Sanzone in lane 8. Colin Cashman led the way at the halfway mark. Cashman takes first, Shandaria second, Giglio third. Heat 5 in the water, Frederick Butera in lane 1, Finley McLean in 2, Ethan Young in 3, Matthew Church in 4, Jacob Schneider in 5, Bradley Waters in 6, Russell Cutler in 7, Luca Zhu in lane 8. So 55-48, your time to beat for the number 1 seed. And it looks like it's going to be Bradley Waters from solo in 7, and it is. 1:00.71. McLean takes second, Schneider third. Heat 6 ready to kick off. Hangel Park in 1, Griffin Thomas in 2, Benjamin Haddock in 3, Jordan Moad in 4, Tristan Liu in 5, Leon Kocharovsky in 6, Aiden Goldston in 7, Brendan Flaherty in lane number 8. Good start in lane 1 there by Hangel Park. Jordan Moad comes in with the top time for Heat 6, 1:02.67. Looks like lane 7, Aiden Goldson leading the way from United out in a 27-5. And it will be Aiden Goldson, 58-62, winner of Heat 6. Heat 7 lined up and ready to go. Ethan Ackerman-Villala in 1. Kenny Guan in 2, Wyatt Rice in 3, William Ertman in 4, Matthew Joe in 5, Jackson Chapetta in 6, Elliot Hughes in 7, Owen Rosenthal rounds out the field in lane 8. Chapetta out in a 28.47. Chapetta 10035. He'll be your heat winner. Ackerman Valala second, Rice third as we move into heat 8. Avery Cover in lane 1, Ben Connors in 2, Abel Haller in 3, Theo Tran in 4. Kalik Lee in 5, Dylan Jewett in 6, Jaden Yang in 7, Samuel Whitaker in lane 8. Theo Tran comes in with the top time into heat 8, 101.43. Ben Connors leading the way, 28.52, followed by Jaden Yang, 3 100ths behind. Kalik Lee, 8 100ths behind. See if Connors can hold on to that lead. Here comes Lee and Jewett, lanes 5 and 6. And it will be Lee takes first. Jewett second, Connors third. Heat 9 in on the blocks, ready to go. George Lamb in 1, Brady Cam in 2, David Ryu in 3, Ivan Cheung in 4, it's Brody Lee in 5. Nikita Ostapenko in 6, Pierce Broush in 7, Rudd Day in lane 8, Ivan Cheung comes in with a 1-0-0. 8-0. This is your 25th seed. Ostapenko, the leader at the halfway mark, 27.98. And it will be Ostapenko, 100.07. So no one close to that time by Wick Glasson, 55.48. We have Daniel Song coming up right now. He's the number 3 overall seed. Came in with a 56.45. Dylan Fung in lane 1, Cormac McKenney in 2, Andrew Nath in 3, Daniel Seong in 4, Gerhard Hoover in 5, Alexander Yoon in 6, Melson Javen Arquilano in 7, Lucas Cadet in 8. Gerhard Hoover leads the way at the halfway mark, 26.64. Seong or Hoover, who's going to get it? And it is Hoover, 56.50. 56.57 for Seong. Nath takes third as we move to heat 11. George Groves, our number 2 overall seed. Groves comes in 56.38. Andrei Sukhanov in lane 1, John Fernandez in 2, Damian Figet Kostyrev in 3. George Groves in 4, Gabe Herzlinger in 5, Carrick Shea in 6, Boyao Kung in 7, and Vance Petrosi in lane 8. And Groves is going after it here. Out in a 26. Woo! Blazing fast time, 26.29. $55.95 for Groves. It's good for second seed so far. Herzlinger takes second, Shea third. Still nobody's touched. 55.48 by Wick Gleason. And I think the man to do it could be right here in lane 4. Alexei Avakov broke some New England swimming records last week at Junior Nationals in Ohio. He is the top seed coming in with a 54.86. Avakov out in a 25.69, so I think Avakov will be the one to go sub 55.48. We'll see here. And move into that top seed. He just makes it look so easy. Alexei Avakov, 54.56. So he drops 0.3. He will be your number 1 seed tonight. Kai Shinkyo takes second. Nick Austin third. As we move into event 12, it's the 100 fly. There are 12 heats. Chloe Meyer-Blom in lane 1, Audrey Hannigan in 2, Aratina Zhang in 5. Actually, there's 3, 4, 5. There's only 3 swimmers here. Meyer-Blom in 3, Audrey Hannigan in 4, Zhang in 5.
Chris Tritons and South Shore wide to the admin referee table, please.
Chloe Meyer-Blom from Solo, 15 years old, will be our first heat winner, 1:00:51. Good drop for her, almost over 3 seconds. Anna Bamer has the senior meet record, 53:47. There are your lane assignments for Heat 2. Rihanna Barrett from United comes in with the top time, 1:02:15. Taylor O'Neill in lane 5, the leader. Our top 4 swimmers only separated by 0.7 of a second. O'Neill continues to lead the way. 25 to go as she makes her turn for home. (101:22) for O'Neill, who takes first. Cobb second. Ferguson third. Waiting for Heat 3 to kick off. Hadley D'Agostino, 15 years old from Crimson, comes in with the top time, 1:01:59. Hadley D'Agostino in lane 4 comes in with the top time. Paige Bleckley from Kingfish leads the way at the halfway mark, separated by 0.2 over McCarthy and Conquest. Those are your top 3. Looks like it's going to be Anna McCarthy with a strong back half here, and McCarthy takes it in a 59:48. Heat 4 ready to go. Gabriella Bulatowicz from Holyoke comes in with the top time, 1:01:16. Grace Lunardelli leading the way, 14 years old from Gators. She's swimming this as a bonus. She's got a motor on her like no other. Lunar Delhi goes a 58.43. Good for first. Parasol second. Emma Richards comes into heat 5 with the top time here. 1:00.62. Actually, Emma Richards does not come in. She's a scratch. So it's Elizabeth Rack from Ryak in lane 5 who comes in with the top time here. Plotner takes first, Dolby second, Rack third. So I believe the 58.43 for Luna Delhi is the fastest time. Katrin Dupre from the Storm comes in 1:00.17. Dupre leading the way, 27.66. Spiridopoulos second, Fulling third. Katrin Dupre, Audrey Spiridopoulos coming down the stretch here. 59.47 for Spiridopoulos. Dupre takes second, Perkins third as we move into heat 7. Corinne Cartwright comes into heat 7 with the top time, 59.86. Cartwright looking very strong here, leading the way out in a 27.9. So Cartwright looking to drop some time and maybe sneak into that top spot for now with 5 heats left. $59.6 for Cartwright. Nunez takes second, Gibbons third. Joelle Van Duzer comes in with the top time here, 59.13. Van Duzer at the halfway mark out in a 27.45, followed by Emma Shao Lena Thompson. Van Duzer leads the way, and she will be your Heat 8 winner, 58-50. Lunar Deli's 58-43 still holding. I know it's not going to hold, but top seed so far, 58-43. There's Heat 9. Mackenzie Sellers has the top time coming in, 58.59. Nina Boardman out in a 25.48. This one's going to belong to Boardman. Leader at the halfway mark, leader at the end, 54.46. So that is flying. Boardman drops 4 seconds, 54.46. Our top seed came in with a 54.62. That's Brianna Kong, so nice job there by Boardman. Heat 10 in the water, Annie McLean in 1, Lila Doherty in 2, Hazel Muhaideen in 3, Christina DiPietro in 4, Ariana Zhao in 5, Sarah Callahan in 6, Fiona Wang in 7. Ariana Zhao leading the way at the halfway mark, 25.88. Muhaideen, DiPietro, and Zhao in a tight battle. It's going to be Zhao, I think, getting to the wall first, and it is 55-29. Heat 11, Fanning Wong in lane 1, Isabella Teixeira in 2, Isabella Schneider in 3, Zuri Ferguson in 4, Clara Renner in 5. Addison Abreu in 6, Abigail Choi in 7, Leah Walden rounds out the field in lane 8. Clara Renner leading the way out in a 26.5. Excuse me, 55.86 for Schneider. Renner takes second, Abreu takes third. Final heat here, Charlotte Hoover in lane 1, Joss Halsey in 2, Kayla Zhang in 3, Brianna Kong in 4, Skylar Knowlton in 5. It's Lauren Jolly in 6, Braylon Wilson in 7, and Amelia Barron in 8. Kong and Knowlton out in a 26-5. See what they do coming back here. Cruising right through will take us to event 13, the men's 100-yard butterfly. There will be 11 heats here on the men's side. Heat 1, you'll find Tucker Raymond from Solo Aquatics in lane 4, 57.07. Chris Zhang from Solo leads the way right now at the halfway mark. He was out in a 25.41. Raymond takes first, Appleton second, Zhang third. Heat 2, top time coming in on God. Alawali at 56.09 in lane 4. Alawalia leading the way. Came in with a 56.09. Goes out with a 54.83. So nice swim by Alawalia there. Zhu Yang in lane 4 from Shawmut. Top time, 55.07. Yang will be the leader at the turn, 25.05, followed by Peter Swee and James Dupre from the edge. Yang holds on. Swee takes second. Dupree takes third. Lane 4 is open here. In lane 4, Curtis Johnson, Nicholas Austin come in with the top times.
Jolly. Swimming in the C final, Joelle Van Duser, Clara Mosher, Sarah Callahan, Grace Lunardelli, Annie McLean, Amelia Barron, Lila Doherty, and Zuri Ferguson. Swimming in the B final, Mackenzie Sellers, Isabella Texera, Fenning Wong, Addison Abreu, Jocelyn Halsey, Braylon Wilson, Fiona Wang, and Kayla Sang. And swimming in the A final, Brianna Kong, Clara Renner, Skylar Knowlton, Isabella Schneider, Christina DePietro, Hazel Muhadeen, Ariana Zhao, and Mina Boardman. The swimmers and coach, the time is 11:11. You have 30 minutes to declare your intention to scratch.
What? Josh Adler in 1, Kian Grabar in 2, Jackson Wagner in 3, Andrew Song in 4, Brian Zhang in 5, Jackson White in 6, Peter Nelson in 7, and Tyler Chun in 8. It's Jackson Wagner from the Waves out to the fast start here. Grabar will sneak into that top spot. 53.07. Wagner second, White third. So Grabar 53.07. That becomes our top time. Taryn Craze from Kingfish. Top time coming into Heat 6. 54.01. Bradley Waters out in a 24.07. Waters will cruise to victory here. 51.26, that becomes the top time. Aryaman Jane at 53.53 has the top time. Coming into Heat 7, he's in lane 4. It will be George Groves. A little long at the finish there, but 51.65. John Hobden comes into Heat 8 with the top time, 53:07. Zach Zabo, Luke Davis battling for that top spot here in Heat 8. Looks like it's going to be Zabo, 51:77. But it's still Bradley Waters with his 51:26 with the top time. Lane 2 is open here. Enzo Desviat Ruiz comes in with a 50.06. He's 15 years old, looks exceptionally strong in the water here. He's getting a challenge from Caputo in lane 7. Here comes Sun in 5. It will be Desviat Ruiz, I believe, taking over the top spot, and he does 49:51. So he becomes the top seed. He was the 3rd seed coming into this event. Here's Thomas Powers Hammonds, the overall 2nd seed coming in. Powers Hammond out in a 22:62. .48:39 for Powers Hammond, so that becomes the top time. So our final heat, and our number 1 overall seed, Andrew Kim, and I don't think Kim is swimming. No, Kim is scratched. So 48:39 from Powers Hammond. I don't know if anybody's going to top that in this heat. Next closest was Ethan Guo, 50.07. Ethan Guo, Ryan Connors in a tight battle here, and it's going to be Connors. 50-14. So we'll move into our final event of the morning. So we'll go 4 heats of women, 4 heats of men, then we'll alternate women, men, women, and then finish out with 2 men's heats. There will be 13 heats here. Swimming in Heat 1, Olivia Parent in lane 1, Meredith Lubelchek in 2, Joelle Van Duzer in 3, Abigail Goern in 4, it's Grace Yu in 5, Maggie Holland in 6, Layla Paulson in 7, Hope Ann Taylor in 8. Joelle Van Duzer, our leader after the butterfly. She's followed by Abigail Goern and Meredith Lubelchek.
Before Heat 1 of the men's 400 IM. We will be doing a swim off at the conclusion of Heat 4 of the women's 400 IM and Heat 1 of the men's 400 IM.
Abigail Goern has moved into first place, into the breaststroke. Goern continues to lead the way here in lane 4. Goern distancing herself from the pack here. She's built up a good 5 to 6 second lead. Eight seconds on Van Duzer. So Abigail Goern, she made a Winter Junior Nationals cut last night in the 1,000 free, and she's going to be our initial heat winner of the women's 4IM for Heat 1. .4:30.12. So she drops almost 7 seconds there. Lubelchak takes second, Van Duzer third.
Heat 2. Swimming in Heat 2 in lane 1.
Heat 2 is in the water. Annabelle Hoover in lane 1. Caroline Rogers in 2. Fiona Wang in 3. It's Megan Kelly in 4. Sarah Zhang in 5. Charlotte Hoover in 6. Francesca Dolby in 7. Abby Bauman rounds out the field in lane 8. Sarah Zhang leads the way after 50. She's followed by Megan Kelly. Francesca Dolby will be your leader heading into the backstroke here. Dolby went a 102.01 for her fly. Dolby remains your runaway leader here in lane 7. Let's see, the breaststroke is always the great equalizer here in the IM. Dolby has a 2.5 second lead over Kelly. Dolby remains the leader. "25 yards to go of breaststroke. .50 to go. Things are getting a little tighter here. Here comes Caroline Rogers from Commonwealth in lane 2. 7/10 behind Dolby. Wang sneaks in there, 4:30.66. Nice swim by her. She was in third place at the 350. She uses a 28.99 final 50 to move into that top spot, 4:30.66. Heat 3 in the water. Isabella on in lane 1. Sarah Ripucci in 2. Christina DiPietro. Christina DiPietro, who I incorrectly last night said was a TCU commit. She is a University of Houston commit. Kayla Zhang in 4. Hazel Muhaideen in 5. Skylar Knowlton in 6. Brooke Mahoney in 7. Cambria Jewett in lane 8. Skylar Knowlton, 58.56 for that 100 fly. She's swimming out of lane 6. She comes in the 10 seed. Hazel Muhaideen is the number 4 seed overall for this event. Right now, though, it's Cambria Jewett who has taken over the lead in the backstroke, 131.48. Jewett remains your leader at the top of the screen in lane 8. Jewett, the leader. Here comes Muhaideen, who may have taken over that top spot, and she has, going into the final stroke here, which is freestyle. So a good battle with Jewett and Muhaideen. Muhaideen leads the way. Here comes Kayla Zhang as well. Hazel Muhaideen's race to lose here, coming down the stretch in lane 5. .423.35. Zhang takes second, Jewett third. Heat 4 in the water. Amelia Barron in lane 1. Sophie Phelps in 2. Claire Neely in 3. Isabella Schneider in lane 4. Margot Levesque in lane 5. It's Sarah Bernard in lane 6. Maria Del Monte in 7. And Eilette Nishikawa Gaitham rounding out the field in lane 8. I believe there is going to be a swim-off. So there is going to be a swim-off after this heat. I don't know who's in the swim-off. They have not sent that information up to me. So we'll have to see. Meanwhile, in the pool here is our top overall seed, Isabella Schneider. She will be attending USC next fall. Right now, though, it's Margot Levesque from Bluefish leading the way. Excellent pacing on that backstroke. She swims it, she keeps that pace extremely high. If you take a look at her stroke rate compared to other backstrokers, she's literally getting 2 strokes to every one of Schneider's. And that doesn't mean Schneider's is wrong and Levesque's is right. It's just different styles, and that style certainly works well for Levesque as she'll make the turn into breaststroke. Levesque leads the way by over 6 1/4 seconds. See if that lead has been cut into at all. It hasn't. As a matter of fact, she's extended that lead by 4/10. 6.6 seconds, almost 6 3/4. Levesque no slouch in this 4IM to begin with. She came in the 3rd seed. She was only about 7/10 of a second off of Schneider's time. 3/10 off of Kayla Zhang's time, who we just saw swim the previous heat. That lead remains just about the same. She actually gained 100th of a second.
Breaststroke swim-off, please make your way to the block. So you'll start that swim-off as soon as this heat has finished.
Levesque, 4:19.66. She drops 2+ seconds. Schneider 2nd, Neely 3rd. So here's the swim off. I hopefully they'll send me the names on the screen here. We'll see. It's a 100 breast swim off.
Before we move into heat 1 of the men's That's 400 IM. There will be a swim-off in the men's 100 breaststroke. We should have Derek in lane 2, Melson in lane 3, Griffin in 5, and Bradley in 6.
So there we go.
Breaststroke.
McIntyre and Arquilano tied at 58.76. Thomas and Waters tied at 100.71. So here's a swim off. Good start there for Arquilano in lane 3. McIntyre looks like he has the slight edge on Arquilano going into the final turn. Waters has the edge over Thomas. Who's got the longer arms here? And it's going to be McIntyre, 59.31, and Waters over Thomas. So there is the start list for the first heat of the men's 400 IM.
Our next event is at number 15, the men's 400 IM Heat 1.
Pierce Broush comes in with the top time here, 4:15.12. Avakov is a scratch in lane 5.
Swimming in Heat 1. In lane 1, Jonathan Butterfish. In lane 2, Christopher Sang, Bluefish Swim Club. Lane 3, Peter Coleman, Commonwealth. In lane 4, Pierce Brosh, Kingfish Swimming. Lane 5, Alexei Avakov, Phoenix Swimming. In lane 6, Keon Graber, Crimson Aquatics. Lane 7, Jacob Freeman, Gator Swim Club. And in lane 8, Graham Pleward, Gator Swim Club.
Yoli Haughey continues to lead the way. He'll make the turn into breaststroke. Grabar second. Zhang third. Kian Grabar in lane 6 has now moved into the lead. We frequently see lead changes, especially during the breaststroke. Seeing that here right now. Grabar moving into first. Fioli Haughey in second, I believe, although it looks like it's Jacob Freeman now who has moved into second. Fioli Haughey has dropped down into third. 100 yards to go. Grabar extending that lead. 2.5 seconds. For 11:35 for Grabar. Fioli Haughey comes back up and takes second. Freeman third.
Heat 2. Swimming in heat number 2. In lane 1, Evan Hong, Bluefish Swim Club. In lane 2, Daniel Song, Phoenix Swimming. Lane 3, Andrew Song, Bluefish Swim Club. In lane 4, Ryan Connors, Gator Swim Club. Lane 5, Andrew Nath, Cape Cod Swim Club. In lane 6, Jack Ventre, Crimson Aquatics. In lane 7, Damian Figate Kalsarev, Gator Swim Club. And in lane 8, Declan McDonald, Kingfish Swimming.
Ryan Connors comes in with the top time here, 4:11:29, currently in second after 50, third, excuse me. Andrew Nath, Evan Hong leading the way. Evan Hong, the leader after the fly. 54:78. It was Ventry second, Nath third. Jack Ventry showing his strong backstroke.
All swimmers in the B flight of the 400 IM will need to provide their own timers. So swimmers in the B flight of the 400 IM as well as swimmers in the time trials do need to provide their own timer.
Ventry showing just how strong he is in backstroke. It'll be interesting to see him in the backstroke events as we move through this weekend. Ventry has built up a big lead. Almost 5 seconds now over Hong heading into the breaststroke. Again, we see a lot of lead changes with the breaststroke. We saw it there with the backstroke. Typically, the breaststroke is another one of those events where there's a lot of lead changes, so we'll take a look at this. Ventry's lead was 4.8 seconds. Nath made up a full second there, down to 3.8 seconds. So this is going to come down to that 100 free. You can see Nath from Cape Cod with Ventry in his sights. But Ventry will take that lead. It's a 2.5, so nice job there by Nath. He makes up over 3 seconds. Ventry looking to extend that lead. And he has. He's built it up another full second. So 50 yards to go. Jack Ventry seemingly looking like he was starting to run out of gas at the end of that breaststroke. And it was Nath poised to take over the lead. Good performance there by Ventry, and he will be your winner, 4:07.39. He drops 5 seconds. Nath drops 2. Connors takes third.
Heat 3. Swimming in heat number 3, in lane 1, Nick Kavik, Gator Sumtab. In lane 2, Zachary Parent, Bluefish Sumtab. In lane 3, Kai Shinkyo, Gator Sumtab. In lane 4, Theodore Morris, Commonwealth Swimming. Lane 5, Quinn Borcher, Bluefish Sumtab. In lane 6, Avery Sun, Amherst Tritons. In lane 7, Sean Bailey, Solo Aquatics. And in lane 8, Cormac McKenny, Bluefish Sumtab.
Kai Shinkyo, an exceptional breaststroker and backstroker. So it should be interesting to see. Shinkyo had the lead. It's going to be right near the top here going into backstroke. Shinkyo holding on to that lead as he'll transition to breast. Borcher's second, little under 2 seconds behind. Theodore Morse in third, 2.25 seconds. Morse in 4, Borcher's in 5. It's really Borcher's from Bluefish starting to catch up to Shinkyo a bit here. 100 yards to go. It'll come down to the freestyle. Shinkyo will have about a second lead, 2 seconds. Shinkyo trying to hold on to that lead, but it looks like it's evaporating quickly. Here comes Morse and Borchers. Good turn there for Shinkyo. Here comes Zach Parent as well in lane 2. See if Shinkyo can hold on here. Looked very perilous 50 yards ago, but Shinkyo will indeed hold on. 4:01.80. He drops 2 full seconds. Morse takes second. Morse and Parent tie for second.
Heat 4. Swimming in heat number 4, in lane 1, Jack Gator Swim Club, in lane 2, Braden Ando, Woodfish Swim Club, in lane 3, Gerhard Hoover, Commonwealth Swimming, in lane 4, Jack Marin, Woodfish Swim Club, lane 5, William Mulgrew, Shaman Aquatic Club, in lane 6, John Fernandez, South Shore YMCA, in lane 7, David Steinberg, Woodfish Swim Club, and in lane 8, Galen Carter, Charles River Aquatics. Swimmers and coaches, just a reminder that if you are competing in the B flight of the 400 IM, so any heat after this one, you do need to provide your own timer.
Marin out to that early lead with the butterfly. Marin holding on to that lead. Second place is William Mulgrew from Shawmut in lane 5. Gerhard Hoover from Commonwealth in third in lane 3. Marin continues to lead the way, approaching the 300-yard mark. Hot on his tails is Hoover, 0.8 of a second. Lead remains 0.8 of a second going into the final 50. Can Hoover pull off the come-from-behind victory? Will Marin hold on? We'll know in about 15 yards here as Marin looks strong with a body-length lead. And it will be Marin, 3:57. 31. Hoover takes second. Mulgrew takes third.
Heat 5 of the women's 400 IM. Swimming in heat number 5 of the women's 400 IM. In lane 1, Marina Johnson, Kingfish Swimming. In lane 2, Ava Robitelli, Phoenix Swimming. Lane 3, Noah Chambers, Bluefish Swim Club. In lane 4, Charlie Perkins, Commonwealth Swimming. In lane 5, Audrey Zhang, Solo Aquatics. In lane 6, Rosalind Penn, Crimson Aquatics. In lane 7, Caroline Terrell, United Swim Club. And in lane 8, Emmy Goucher, Executive Swim Club. Swimmers and coaches, we will move into our time trials immediately upon concluding the last heat of the 400 IM. So if you are participating in a time trial, know that we will go right into those as soon as we are finished with the 400 IM.
Noah Chambers in lane 3. But you said, Noah Chambers leading the way. She's got about a 5-second lead on Rosie Pan in lane 6. Chambers, the 17-year-old from Bluefish. Chambers, Pan, and Robitaille, your top three. Chambers, with about 12 yards to go, will be the winner. Noah Chambers takes first, Rosie Pan second, and it's Robitaille, Ava Robitaille, who takes third.
Heat 5 of the men's 400 IM. Swimming in Heat 5 of the men's 400 IM. In lane 1, Eden St. Hilaire, Bluefish Swim Club. In lane 2, Van Q, Amherst Tritons. In lane 3, Caleb Lemke, Yankee Clippers. In lane 4, Andre Sukhanov, Cape Cod Swim Club. In lane 5, Theo Tran, Bluefish Swim Club. Lane 6, Dylan Young, Executive Swim Club. In lane 7, Abel Holler, Shaman Aquatic Club. And in lane 8, Cale Copeland, Amherst Tritons.
Aiden St. Hilaire leading the way early in lane 1 from Bluefish. Hilaire remains your leader through the butterfly as they transition over to back. He's in lane 1. He's followed by Caleb Lemke from the Yankee Clippers in lane 3. Theo Tran from Bluefish in lane 5. Here comes Lemke in lane 3, Copeland in 8. Lemke, the closest competitor to St. Hilaire in lane 3. He remains in second. They'll make the turn to Brest here. St. Hilaire actually extending that lead right here through the first 50 of breaststroke. The lead was 0.7 of a second. It is now 3.5 seconds, and it's over Sukhanov from Cape Cod in lane 4, who has now moved into second. Lemke drops down to third. Over 2.25 on Sukhanov. "75 yards of freestyle to go." Hilaire has led this thing from the start. That lead has been shrunk down to a little under 2 seconds. .25 to go. So St. Hilaire looks like he's on his way to being our Heat 5 of the men's 4IM winner. And it will be St. Hilaire. Drops 8 seconds. Nice swim. Sukhanov drops 2. Lemke comes in right on his time. But Aiden St. Hilaire, your Heat 5 winner from Bluefish, 4:13.49. We'll move to Heat 6 of the women's 4IM. Allison Boynton from the Weymouth Waves, 4:51.
Noelle San Marco, Kingfish Swimming. In lane 2, Hazel Jane Tracy, Phoenix Swimming. In lane 3, Emma Miner, Shaman Aquatic Club. Lane 4, Allison Boynton, Weymouth Waves. In lane 5, Samantha Noble, South Shore. Lane 6, Eden Chung, Lifetime New England. And in lane 7, AC Chung, Bluefish Swim Club.
Casey Chung in lane 7 leads the way after 50. Noelle San Marco in lane 1, right there with her. As is Allison Boynton in lane 4. Chung, Boynton, San Marco, your top 3. Looks like Boynton may have moved into the lead ever so slightly in lane 4. And indeed she has. Boynton, Chung, and San Marco. Boynton continues to lead in lane 4. Here comes Chung. Boynton will be the first to turn, though, into breaststroke. And it looks like Chung has taken over the lead back. Lane 7. Chung starting to widen that lead in freestyle here, just over 50 to go. Casey Chung will finish up here in lane 7 as your heat winner, 4:47.44. She'll drop 6 seconds. Boynton takes second. Tracy takes third, and she drops almost 2.
Heat 6 of the men's 400 IM. Swimming in Heat 6 of the men's 400 IM. In lane 1, Pasawat Kantakam, Phoenix Swimming. In lane 2, Finn Stenforth, Kingfish Swimming. In lane 3, Leo Tran, Bluefish Swim Club. In lane 4, George Groves, Gators Swim Club. In lane 5, Aiden Goldson, United Swim Club. In lane 6, Maurice Gerhardt, Gators Swim Club. Lane 7, Jaden Clayton, Phoenix Swimming. And in lane 8, Eric Nye, Phoenix Swimming.
Groves in 4. Goldson in 5.
Swimmers and coaches, we have the results of event number 14, the women's 400 IM. Second alternate, Hope Ann Taylor. First alternate, Rosalind Pond. Swimming in the C final, Joelle Van Duzer, Meredith Lubelchek, Abby Bowman, Isabella Mon, Sarah Zhang, Brooke Mahoney, Sarah Pucci, and Maria Del Monte. Swimming in the B final, Island Ishikawa Gaitham, Annabelle Hoover, Noah Chambers, Francesca Dolby, Caroline Rogers, Fiona Wang, Sophia Phelps, and Abigail Gowern. And swimming in the A final, Sarah Bernard, Skylar Knowlton, Claire Neely, Christina DiPietro, Cambria Jewett, Isabella Schneider, Hazel Muhadine, and Margot Levesque. Swimmers and coaches, the time is 12:20. You have 30 minutes to declare your intention to scratch.
Groves and Gouldson remain at the top. It is Groves right now, taking that lead back. He slipped down to third after the backstroke. He's now moved back up into first. .75 yards to go. George Groves in the lead in lane 4. Came in with a 4:22.31. 12 yards to go, and it will be George Groves. Oh, a chair just fell into the pool. Nope, a clipboard. Groves goes a 4:11.19, and he drops 11 seconds. I believe that was his mother who dropped the clipboard. Oh, it was a swimmer who dropped the clipboard into the pool right as Groves was about to finish, actually. Good thing it didn't really have an impact. Oh, it was a chair, too. So I knew I saw a chair go in. I wasn't 100% sure. But, yes, a chair did go into the pool.
Heat 7 of the men's 400 IM.
This is the final heat of the 4 IM. That was wild. I've never seen a chair go in the pool. I'll have to watch the replay of this live stream to see what exactly happened there. But all I know is Groves dropped 11 seconds, and he was your heat winner. So we'll move on to our 7th heat. Evan Weiser in lane 2, William Athanas in 3, Aiden Miller in 4, Hangel Park in 5, Owen Casper in 6, and Keith Hartman in 7. So in our final heat, Aiden Miller leads the way after 50 from Greenwood. Miller continues to grow that lead ever so slightly on Will Athanas from Crimson in lane 3. Miller remains in the lead. He'll make his turn here for the final 25 of breaststroke. Will Athanas remains in second, dropped down to third briefly as Keith Hartman took over, but Athanas is back in second. Hartman is in fourth. You had to feel for Hartman last night. He was cruising along in that mile, lost his cap pretty early on. We all know how difficult that can be for a swimmer, and it's not like Hartman has short hair. So nice to see him rebound today. this 4 IM. 50 to go for Hartman. Miller will make his final turn. Miller will finish up 4:19.97. Athanas takes second, and it will be Hartman third, 4:26.86. Drops almost 3 full seconds, so nice rebound there by Keith Hartman. That puts a wrap, folks, on our coverage of prelims from this morning. We will be back tonight. Final start at 5:15. We'll be back probably going on air right around 5 o'clock. So for the last time, on behalf of Avery Abreu, I am Jeremy Abreu. We thank you for joining us. We'll see you tonight for finals at 5 o'clock.